over here in the upper left. We have our Protoss player. He needs to turn this series around. He is
STXO Trap.
His opponent, old school here at the GSL. His ID is
MVP King.
Did Keen have another ID before Keen? Am I making this up?
He was a Starcraft 1 player, and I don't think he was known as Keen then, but
Yeah,
in
he had another
Starcraft 2
ID.
he was always Keen, I believe.
What was a StarCraft 1 ID?
I
used
don't
to
remember.
know
He
this,
was
and now-
he was like a scrub B teamer, so
Yeah.
I don't remember it. He was on Eastro with all the other players that are good.
That lived with Artosis.
That's right. Rubbed off on him.
Yeah, it must have been that.
Must have been that. No, I'm not sure what it was. Can't recall. So, is there, just correct me if I'm wrong, is there no door on the Nexus? Is there no way to get in or
Is
out
there
of the
no?
Nexus?
That's a good question, Artosis.
I believe that's the case. Let me know on Twitter. I'm Artosis. He's call me Tasteless.
I think there's no door on the Nexus.
Yeah, I can't. I was just
No,
looking
you know
for
that
it.
thing on the right? It actually looks like a symbol of a key. Below the red circle. on the
Oh,
right.
okay, that could be a door.
That
You
could be
might
the door.
be
That
right
might
on
be like the doggy door, though. That's where the Protoss puppy goes in and out.
That might be a door. You might be right on that. We'll see.
It might be.
Someone knows this. Someone is some lore fanatic and will let me know. Like, of course it has doors. What else would it do? I'm like, I don't know, man. I play ladder.
This is actually one of the funny things is, like, we're so not single-player guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, like, I just...
Well, Starcraft 2,
I'm like,
the
I
beauty
don't know,
is-
dude. Like,
I had a lot of fun playing the multiplayer, but, I mean, if I have a choice, man, I'm playing single player. I mean, multiplayer. Anyways.
yeah, I was just going to let you.
Yeah.
I was going to let that one go by and just...
Yeah, most people probably would have. Someone at his home would be like,
I
Just
know
like
better. What would they be like?
All right, so pretty quick SCV scout here. And he actually starts that Nexus very quickly. So good for him. The Reaper going to come up. Everything as standard as could be. Yep. Nothing odd here, Tasteless.
No. Everything is totally kosher right now.
A little side note for everyone out there. Tasteless and I are flying to Hong Kong in the morning
Yes.
for the Hong Kong esports tournament.
Yeah.
First one.
That's going to be your first time in Hong Kong, isn't it?
I've been through the airport many times, but
That doesn't
yeah,
count.
first time truly being there. I looked out the windows when I was in the airport. Does that count?
No, does not count.
Okay, so yeah, my first
When
time
I was
in Hong
younger,
Kong.
I used to cheat with that.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, yeah, I'm in that country, but I've just been to the airport. So the Reaper's now being chased out. Actually, nice zoning here with the Mothership Core. And, by the way, so we will not be here Friday. We
Yep.
are actually going to the airport after this.
That is correct. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll tweet about where you can watch it and whatnot.
Yep.
Going to be a good tournament. So, still everything pretty standard overall here.
Yeah.
I do have to say that, well, this is a forge before the Robo. Now, if he's reading this correctly, Trap is, he can actually just make a photon cannon in each line, unless Keen goes Hellion, which he might. It's a possibility. And no, it looks like he's going to go Widow Mine, which is more standard, but there's this whole style where you get photon cannons to make Widow Mine drops completely garbage. And if you go for that, the metagame counter is to go, instead of Widow Mines, Hellions, reactor Hellions, and get like
That
4 of
makes
those out.
sense,
'Cause
yeah.
no matter what, you'll end up killing a lot of probes. But not the case. So overall, Trap definitely has all the tech he needs. Everything he needs to really shut down the Widow Mine drops once he realizes exactly what's going on.
And he's also getting armor off the back of that as well.
Really nice quick upgrade.
Yep. And it looks like, oh, so you'll be able to get this Reaper here. Looks like, once again, the Reaper will just barely escape.
And the little push that you just about always see. This is more to bait the Nexus cannon, if he can, before the medevac gets up there, so that he might be able to get more damage done with the drop.
Yeah, that's one thing a lot of StarCraft players don't oftentimes incorporate or even fully realize is even if they pull the Nexus cannon off and you leave, you've at least baited out that energy.
It's worth a Marine or two.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. And then you may be able to harass them again later.
Yeah. And with that medevac coming out, this is a real possibility, but we'll see. He doesn't want to lose the Widow Mine. And Oh, that was actually, he absolutely could have killed that.
I actually drooled on myself. I was so startled by that. Yeah, so
just
yeah,
a
he
slight
could have
mistake,
killed.
but the Observer's out anyway, so not a big deal. And once he saw the Widow, well, I guess a little bit before that, he did start the cannons. So
yeah,
he's really, really safe even against these drops incoming, even though he used the Nexus cannon.
So we have Keen right now, just going to start powering up here, and the drop over here looks like the Stalkers should be able to get it over here. And again, going into the cannon here, if you can target that down, nicely done.
That's so painful, Tasteless.
Yeah.
You got out 1 Marine total. And Trap, I have to say, has taken a pretty big lead here. The first eBay is finishing as +1 armor finishes, so Trap is going to be even or ahead on upgrades for the rest of the game. He's getting all his tech up. He's in a great spot, whereas Keen really hasn't gotten anything done with his harassment.
Well, this is going to be, it should be a pretty good position right now for Trap to control. Keen getting the 3rd base here. That War Prism coming out now, too. And, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of passivity here until that War Prism comes out.
Yeah, the War Prism is going to be used to anytime Keen's leaving his base or attacking anywhere or defending anywhere, that War Prism is going to be harassing him in that main base, behind which Storm going to be on the way. A 3rd base will go up for Trap as soon as he feels comfortable with it. Really a nice opener here by Trap. It's kind of a mix of an older build, like what Parting used against Flash a few seasons ago, and SOS was using a lot back then as well. Mixed in with the newer, quicker Forge with the cannon defense. So really, really solid play from him.
Looks like we now have that Warp Prism out here. He'll probably just park this over here at the lower right and wait. Now, of course, Keen's a good player, so yeah, he's got the depot right there. So he's got a heads up when that starts to come over there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty annoying for the Warp Prism. You get such a quick Warp Prism, but oh, that's a good place to warp in. Oh, he just barely sees it. Does he really see it, though?
Well, what'll probably happen is he'll find out he can't go into the main and then just drop over here and try to take out this depot.
Yeah.
But the Reaper is well positioned there, too, because the Reaper can get in and out very quickly. So nice usage of that unit in a phase of the game where it's not as useful.
Yeah. Really well done. Now,
oh, that's so bad.
All right.
Okay, he at least got the Warp Prism away.
Yeah, doesn't turn out to be the biggest deal as long as he doesn't actually catch that, which it doesn't look like he's going to. And in fact, Trap going to move out on the map a little bit. He has to be careful, though. He is down by about 20 supply right now, but he did make those Archons, which are going to be pretty strong at this point in the game.
All right. More Warp Gates coming in here. He's got to be very careful because Keen does have a very strong army here. It looks like the high ground control going to go right now to Trap. And he's going to send the Warp Prism around here, and probably at the 3rd, I believe it's a depot.
Yeah.
Lower right. That's
really well
checking
done.
for that. Really nicely done.
Yeah, Keen is all over the place. He really has just great map presence with his buildings, with his army.
It's actually incredible how solid Keen's play has gotten.
Yeah.
All right, now he looks like he's going to come up here.
Ooh, that could be scary. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Does target
almost
down.
didn't get that mine.
Yeah.
And force building this off.
Good choice.
Trap does not want to deal with that.
Yeah, that army is pretty scary for right this moment in the game. But Psystorm's about to finish, and he is going to have that, actually, he's getting +3 armor right now, Tasteless, which is pretty insane when that finishes up.
Yeah, we're only at 12 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah, with Keen is just getting his +1 armor right
That
now.
was an interesting play. Trying to go in there for a Templar assassination. Oh my god, that medevac got out.
Wow. Well done.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah.
So, again, the Trap very interested in doing a warp in at either the 2nd or the 3rd. Keen seems to be just everywhere at once, though. He's able to be offensive. He's got solid defense. He's got spotters in place. And again, another attempt here that has failed right now for Trap.
That's right, and you know what? Keen is starting to make ghosts, and he already has that Mobius reactor, so this is actually very nice for Keen. He's very good with ghosts, and without any Colossus tech switch yet from his opponent, it's going to be pretty hard to actually deal with that.
Yeah, a nice drop, by the way, over here with these 2 Marauders. Keen, again, so good at controlling his opponent's position on the map. Now rushing in here, triggering an Nexus Cannon, and then retreating.
Now that +3 armor is about to finish, so he's actually going to have
Zealots will just never die.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent upgrade advantage. 1-1 against +3. I'd take the +3 every time, obviously. But Keen, as we just saw, he loaded up that Ghost in the medevac, and that is something that he is really kind of the founder.
Oh my God!
Ooh, nice snipe.
Yeah, we got a little EMP bomb coming up here.
Yeah, he is so good at that. It's really hard to get storms off on him because he will boost his medevac in, sacrifice the Ghost and the medevac to land the perfect EMP.
And of course, we got medevac zipping around the matchup anyways. It's hard to see that it's coming before you're actually too late.
Yeah, it's something that some Terrans do. Keen was really the first one that I saw do it much. And it's kind of stylistic for him. So this is something that Trap should be expecting coming out of Keen. Can he actually stop it and make sure that he doesn't get everything EMP'd and lose because of it?
And we're going to have to see here. Again, right now, the gateway explosion here for Trap. And now going for shields, by the way. Oh, wait, did he? Oh. Did he get? He got part of that EMP off onto a Templar, but there were 2 more behind the rest of the army that have now regrouped with that. And again, it was 1 or 2 well-placed storms, and this army melts.
That's true. And those medevacs are all really, really high on energy overall, so that could be a big issue as well. Feedbacks would be extremely strong in this situation also.
Zealot counter over here. By the way, Keen's done a really good job making sure there's no extra pylons, so this harass never really got to start. He did slip out these 3 Zealots from the main.
Well, they do a little bit. Slow down that 4th base slightly, kill a Widow Mine and a couple Marines and SCV. But here we go. Okay, he's finally doing the switch into Colossus tech right now, as well as taking 4th base, but he's got to be careful. Here we go. This is what could have been the first real big engagement.
I thought it was going to be. We're going to see storms showered down here. And he's going to stem. He's kiting right now.
Really nice EMPs going down, doing a great job. But there you go, the storm draw.
Actually, really nice dodge there. Accidental pickup. But he did a great job dodging that. Another storm. And again, you know, really nice army control here from Pete. And oh my God, he's actually going to go do a reversal now and head into the main.
Really nice move.
He might have to pick up here. He might have to pick up.
That time warp, absolutely brilliant, keeping him out of going in that main base. And Keenan just has to keep on the run. He's stemmed so many times at this point. It's getting pretty scary.
He's stemmed again. All these units practically dead. Picks up. Can he get out?
And it looks like he will. No more energy left for feedbacks or anything like that.
That was crazy.
And look at this. Trap is falling him all the way back, realizing that when these units come out, they're still weak. They're still garbage.
It takes too long to actually heal all these units. And Trap saying, maybe I can pull up a win right here if I act fast enough. A nice EMP and then a snipe there on that Templar. It looks like Trap now going down to the 3rd.
Trap has to be careful. Keen dealt with that perfectly. Dropped the hurt units around the bend and let his other units start taking damage so he could start healing. Really, really nice moves by Keen.
Both these guys playing really well here.
Yeah, pretty fantastically. And I mean, they're both doing really greatly on upgrades. Ooh, nice Psy Storms going off, but he's got to be careful here if he loses all these Zealots.
He's not stemmed his entire army, though, here. Now he has. And again, a nice dodge there as well with that. He's really good at preempting these storms, like right as they come out. All right, now going back, they're going to chase down this one Templar, and he gets a kill off.
Nice kill indeed. But this Protoss army is kind of soft right now. He really does need to back up. He doesn't have enough splash damage with it.
It's pretty squishy right now.
And he's not actually casting a lot of spells with these High Templars, even though he has energy on them. He's got to be very careful about that.
That's true as well. Now we have 3 Colossi over here. And I don't believe no Vikings at all.
No Thermal Lance yet, though, which means that they have the same range as a Marauder. So still something that Keen can kind of battle as of this moment.
Okay, another stem coming up here. EMP's now down on the Colossi.
But the Cloak Ghost doing a great job. Observer's absolutely nowhere at the moment. And look at this. Keen's starting to push him back, but another Colossi does come down and join. 2 Colossi solo on health right now. He's trying to take down all 3. 1 goes down.
And
another
2 go down.
Oh.
And he boosts those medevacs out of there.
Well, you know, he lost quite a few units there, but taking out a couple Colossi, definitely a big move.
And now he's headed southbound here, eager to intercept Keen. Keen trying to get a 4th base up here. Most of the action on the right side of the map. But he does have some Zealots over here to stop that expansion from getting started.
Oh, right now we have Keen pushing over there. He's going to get rid of these Zealots. He wants to throw down a planetary here, no doubt about it. If he can secure that 4th base, that's one of the hardest things to do on this map against Protoss, is to take that 4th, secure it, make sure that you can mine for it from a while, because it's so quick for Protoss to walk around and attack.
All right, Keen's now regrouped over here in the bottom left. By the way, both these guys not missing a single beat here with the macro. I mean, it's really impressive. This is a pretty sick end game here, PDT.
Yeah, they're both
a lot of great engagements.
Their supply's been so close the entire game. Their bases are reasonably close as far as the timings go. And you know what? Trap just cleared out that depot on the right, as well as he's getting Warp Prism speed. So we're going to see him start to fall back on a little bit more harassment, which is a good idea for him, I believe. But actually, no, he's using that just for High Templars right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the army is not quite grouped together here. Ghosts are now retreating. Now, Terran generally want to have a giant surround area here in the open. Right now, they're going to come down from that ramp. But the Vikings are doing a good amount of damage now, chasing this army up here.
And he's trying to target down that Warp Prism, but it has speed. It gets in there, and some beautiful side storms going down.
Amazing storms now pushing this army up here. He's going to have to pick up and leave, and that should expose the rest of Keen's base here at the bottom, next spotting one Templar. Keen's movement is absolutely immaculate.
It is, but Trap is playing so well. That Warp Prism speed helping him out to get the crucial storms off on Keen's army, and now Trap leads by about 40 supply.
All right, it looks like we're in a wonky base trade scenario right now. SCV is not quite repairing as quick as they could to just buy some time right now. Trap might just squash this.
Yeah, he'll kill that army off, but the Nexus does fall, which is a big deal. The thing is, he's going to lose his 3rd base as well. I don't think he has enough there to stop it.
Yeah, this might just be enough that Keen can't recuperate.
Yeah. That one battle that we just saw, I think, was the biggest game changer.
Meanwhile,
Keen loves to pull SCVs. Those were from the 4th base, so he had no way to retreat them, so he just sent them, I guess.
That's so
funny. And he does take the shields off the Colossus, at least.
Well, it looks like Keen has been chopped up a little bit too much here on the map.
Yeah.
And, unless this little ragtag army of his headed towards the Protoss' 3rd can do enough damage, I don't really foresee anything happening here.
He's down a good 120 supply at the moment. Keen is definitely dead this game. GG. And it gets tied up 1-1. This is quite a nice series so far.
Yeah.
That's
actually been quite a nice day so far.
Yeah, really
We've
weird
had a lot
games
of great
as well.
games.
Yeah.
Well, we're having really unique games.
Yeah.
So, it's off to the rubber match, guys. Trap played that very, very well. I think it was really that one big engagement with the Psy Storms by the Watchtower.
Yeah.
That nuked his army.
Well, that was really good with the Warp Prism speed. You have to be pretty brave to be using High Templars and a Warp Prism. It's something that I think...
Yeah.
I forget who the first person used it, maybe MC or something. But they can target that down if they have enough Vikings.
But Zenith or something.
Could have been too.
Again, the problem
San Zenith though would have flown the Warp Prism behind, turned it into a pylon, and warped in Kadarian Amulet and High Templars.
Oh yeah.
Why carry them when you can just warp them in?
Yeah. Which buy a storm on the spot.
Yeah.
So our next map is going to be Yunsu.
Cool.
I want to highlight one of the things I loved about Keen's play in that last game was he'd get these engagements and be like, well, you're pushing me back, but wait a minute, I'm on your side of the map, and actually stim and run up and try to go into the main. That was really cool.
And the fact that Trap threw down that time warp, it was like a preemptive one, saying, if you run through this, my army catches yours. Because that's what Keen wanted to do. He wanted to run past the natural, pick up a few tech structures, and fly out over ground that he can't be followed on. But instead, he forced him back out the other way. Trap followed him across the map. That was a really nice game.
It was a fantastic game. And we're going to go on to the final match between these two here. Game number 3 to see who's going to go on to the winner's match here. Sick outro, huh?
Yeah,
that was a sick